Hey guys, welcome back to Roshnara's World. So guys, meet Sanket. He is from Pune and he is on our channel to share interview experience with us. And the best part is that guys, Sanket has cracked three companies interviews, Accenture, TCS and Infosys. So we are having a great candidate on our platform here to express and share his interview experience with us, and lot of knowledge we are going to get from him. So all up to you, Sanket. Now let's congratulations first of all, and yes, let's go
Thank you. Thank you
ahead.
so much. Thank you so much.
Yes. So let's introduce yourself, Sanket, and yeah, you can tell whatever knowledge you have. You have the experiences and everything.
So first of all, I would like to thank Roshnara for introducing me. So it's my actually pleasure to actually be on your channel because first of all, I would like to thank you for the Accenture Drive. Why? Because I have applied from the link that you have provided in your video. So elder sister was looking your video and she says, okay, there is a placement of Accenture. Just go with the link. I was like, I have already placed in two company. Why I should go for third now? It will be any kind of confusion over there. Like at the last, which company you have to join? I was like, chalo kar lete hain. And I clicked that, and now I'm feeling proud that I clicked that link because I'm placed in that, and I'm finally selected Accenture for as my career starting option. So, talking about the experience of Accenture, it was one of the best recruitment process that I have ever been, because the facility they provide, the speed with their procedure is tremendously great.
Mm.
Like if we compared it with other stuff like TCS and Infosys, they have a very speed up process of the whole recruitment. Like I applied for 19 April for the interview, and then I got the exam mail at 8 May, around 8 May, and I applied that, and within 3 days they give me the chance for communication assessment, and in after 11 May my interviews was scheduled in 15 May. So talking about the speed of the process, Accenture is one of the best companies for that. Now talking about the actual exam that I faced, for the students who are watching this video, I would like to just give you one point. It's not about the difficulty of the exam, it's about the patience. You are going to sit over there for like 3 hours, because my exam started at 7:30, and completing the aptitude round, there was coding.
Mm.
So combining both these times, you have to sit over there for like 3 to 3.5 hours. So it's not about the difficulty, because difficulty was not that hard level questions. It was like medium range questions. For even my coding stuff was really easy. One of the code was just like to change an integer to character, like ASCII value code was there, the main logic. And second was related to arrays and string. So for me, it wasn't that much hard, but it was about the time management or about the patience. Because if you talk about the human psychology, he cannot like sit over there for like 3 hours and he just have to focus in the camera continuously without any kind of cheating over there. So for me, as I was having an experience of other drives also, like Capgemini, TCS, and Infosys, so I was like confident with my aptitude, but I was not that much confident with the coding. But like fortunately, I got the code which were in my hands. So I was like, chalo, theek hai, ho gaya. Then it comes for the communication. For communication, I would like to suggest everybody that you should have a good kind of headphones with you. Because what happened with me, I was having a good quality of headphones with there, but this thing was my laptop wasn't support the mic system of that headphone, and my laptop's mic was so like delicate to like actually it was covering the noise which were outside my house, two houses besides that. So the main thing was ki like my mic was so sensitive to record any kind of voice that I have to manage that. So that was the like trickiest part of this Accenture Drive. Like I have to go with the every room with going with the laptop and checking whether the background noise is coming or not, and every time it was saying that there is a background noise.
Mm.
So while uh, like having this system check, you must configure that there is no any kind of background noise, or you should have a good kind of laptop that will support the external mic of your headphones. So that will be the coding communication assessment was not that really hard for me, because I have already been through one of those communication assessment with company called as Birla Soft. So I was going with that communication. So I was having that experience that okay, this is going to be the actual pattern of the communication. So next, after like completing my communication, it was totally up to the interview. Now I researched a lot for the interviews, and for that I came to your channel also. Like what are the things you are expecting, and you told in one of the video that they are more focusing on the project stuff rather than just like going with the technical one. So I was like, chalo theek hai, we have done with some of the basic codes, now we don't have to dive deeper into it, we will shift our focus into the project. And that was the literally 100% accurate as of my interview is concerned, because my interview was totally like an HR interview.
Okay.
Although it was like technical and HR, but it was totally an HR for me, because the HR manager actually asked literally about project and didn't even ask any single question related to programming and computer technologies. So he was like more focusing on project, like how you got this idea of the project, and are you a leader in that project? And I said yes. Then he asked me like how you manage your team, like why you select a specific person to be in your group. So these questions like more from HR side, not from technical. So for me, I was really prepared with the HR, because I am also a trainer to like train students about this interview stuff. So I was like totally confident with my HR stuff. I
Right.
was more likely focused on my technical skills, but for me it was like chalo normal interview. So after that, the process, after having done completing my interview on 15th of May, the expecting result should be on 31st May. But I was so impatient to actually at least if I'm getting rejected, I was like, if I'm getting rejected, at least give us a mail that you are rejected, but don't put us in on hanging mode that now we are, you have to wait, you have to wait, you have to wait. And then again I came back to your channel like to solve this query, like after how many days of interview completion that you are going to get the result, and you said that it can take to 2 and 3 weeks also. Now I said, oh, chalo, if she is telling them you have to wait and you have to have this patience, and that really works, because I get that confirmation, that selection mail on 2nd of June.
Right.
I was like, this is my third, and now I'm done with my placement. I don't want to go for any other, because that will create a bit confusion. Like after completing the engineering, you have to select one company only. Even if you got 10 placements, even if you got 5 placements, you have to choose only one over there. So now
Right.
I'm like totally, completely 100% fixed that I'm going for the Accenture. But the experience of other companies were also good. But for me, one of my best performance of interview was Accenture.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much for explaining it so well, Sanket. What to know that you like solved both the codes, right?
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
yeah,
Both the
it,
codes were attempted. Yes.
yes, and you are like placed for FSC role, right?
Yeah.
Confirm. Yeah. So perfect. I mean, it you are so like enthusiastic into this, and yeah, you and also like you said that the main focus of the interviewer is on project for especially for Accenture. Not only Accenture, but other companies also do actually, their inclination towards the projects are more instead of other questions. They do ask other questions as well, but more of the project part because they want to know
Yeah.
that have you done this or have you just you are just telling lies that I have done this, and they actually judge a lot from project itself.
So if we talk about the question related to project now, every final year student mention his final year project in the resume,
Mm.
but 50% of them haven't completed it. Like I was the one of that guy that mentioned the final year project, but we were running with our last year, so we weren't having completed that. So if we have to like go with the that last year project, and if you have mentioned that, make sure that you have that kind of strong research with you, that even if you haven't completed that, you should have the every basics term over there related to the project, like the cost estimation also, and other stuff like experimentations also, and what was the toughest decision for you while the project. So you have to be really strong with your research, even if we talk about the industry level, because the HR used to ask this question like, what you know about the our company.
Correct.
So these kind of questions are there where the students actually get confused at what answer we are going to give it to them. So thing is that you must have to strong with your research, not only for the Accenture but for every kind of company. If you haven't done the research of that industry, that means that you're not that much passionate about that, and you are just coming for the interview just for the formality to do so, and you just have to grab the job. It doesn't matter whichever the company over there is. So you have to be passionate about the industry research and your own basic skills. That was the main basic point of every interview.
Fine. And how did, okay, so like you said, the interview part and everything you explained. Now, what is the comparison between three? If we take like Accenture, TCS, and Infosys, what was the medium of questions and what were the topics? Were they similar in the aptitude questions, or were there very different questions altogether?
Yeah. So as I mentioned earlier, Accenture interview was morely focused on project. That, like, they even didn't ask me any single question other than project. They totally were focused on the project. But if we talk about Infosys and TCS, they asked some other questions of like programming language and other. So we'll go one by one. If we talk about the Infosys interview, they were more like they asked a normal introduction, then they asked about simple programming skills that I know. Then
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned that I have a intermediate knowledge of C++ and C language also, and now I'm learning Java. Then asked me about the have you learned about oops skills. So thing was that whatever I'm going to mention in my resume or my answer, they are going to ask the similar question along with that answer. So thing was like they asked about normal project, both of the project, like third year mini project also and final year main project also. The level of the Infosys interview, like questioning level, was like medium to low. They didn't ask that much deeper question for Infosys. So it was like half an hour interview was like quite sufficient for me actually to go with that, and I was really comfortable with the HR. But the toughest interview that I've ever applied for was TCS, because there were three HRs and the interview time period for almost like an hour.
Okay.
So there were HR, then it was technical recruiter, and then it was management recruiter. And for me, it's a famous thing that every trainer will mention for their students. It's really hard to actually interview or answer the questions of interview who is opposite gender. If a male candidate is standing over here and female HR is questioning yourself, then she will dive deeper into your question, and you will start feeling like the comfortable. You will lose that comfort zone, and you will like, "Arey yaar, this is going to be how I'm gonna answer these questions." This is going to be for opposite gender, and that's what exactly happened with me for the TCS. Like only one technical recruiter was male, and MR and HR, both of them were female candidates, and they were asking me so much things about my motivational stuff. As I've mentioned, all those in my achievement section, they were like, Sanket, okay, have you started? How was your first session? Then have you changed someone personality with your knowledge? And it was like totally emotional thing for me. Like I have achieved so much. But side by side, I was so confident that they are going to ask one question related to that. And after answering 5 to 6 questions related to my training, they were like, okay, Sanket, now you are so famous trainer and you are so good motivational speaker, so why are you joining such normal jobs? You can go with your business and you can bring your brand also. So I was expecting that question 100% that they are going to ask me about that, but I was like prepared for that answer, because that was the mistake I'd done in my first ever interview, was which was for Birla Software. I got rejected from that company.
Mm.
So I was like answered their question that if I have to go with this as my career option, I would have go for the paid session. But I haven't done any kind of paid session. It was totally free session. So at that time, okay, I was just answered the question perfectly well. But I was like last 5 to 10 minutes, I was like, just finish this interview. I don't want this job. I was like so like exhausted with these questions. They were diving so deeply into the question. Like if I am putting any kind of answer over there, there is going to be a cross question for everything. This was the experience of the TCS. Like they were like purely like they were purely pressing me for this whole for an hour. But the interview, but I was like, I have that much of experience of other interviews also, so I was like, I'm not going to give up, I'm not going to give up, I will answer every single question. So I was like so confident, I'm going to give my 100% over there. And then I got the confirmation mail for TCS. But it was like my energy was getting low as the time was going for, but not for the Accenture, because for the Accenture I was so confident that now I'm having 3 to 4 companies interview experience. Now I have the basics of it. I've done my research. The main thing is that every interview for the all those three, the common questions were like project and their industry knowledge, like what you know about our company. So thing was that if you have done this research of industry, you are going to flaunt in the interview. Otherwise, this interview is going to be a bloop for you.
Okay. So, like Sanket said, guys, he has mentioned a motivational speaker and trainer in his CV. I would like to also inform you that he also runs a YouTube channel, which also helps a lot of candidates like us who are who are preparing themselves for interviews. Who are freshers and don't know actually how to crack interviews. He is doing a wonderful job, I mean, through his YouTube channel. So I'll give the link in the description box, guys. You can just check out for that, and yes, do subscribe his channel as well.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. That's so nice of you. Because what is the thing is that na ki students, why should a student should watch my channel? I will give a normal reason to that. That if we talk about other motivational speakers at the age of 30, 40, they will give you all the knowledge and all the expertise based on the viewing side of an HR. Like what an HR is expecting from us, that are the points they are going to give in their videos. But for me, I am a candidate, so I know exactly the tweaks and twists that you need to actually answer your questions confidently in the interview as a candidate side. So it will create a common link between the audience and with me to actually connect, and the students will get exactly the tweaks and twists you need to actually replay, like portray your confidence in the interview. So that why I started this channel, and that's why I will recommend all the audience that whoever is watching this video to actually go with the videos that you are going to exactly get the idea of any kind of interview that you are going to face in future.
Exactly. So at the end, Sanket, I would like to ask you that how did you prepare for all these, companies, big companies, and especially for freshers, what all tips or what all recommendations you do to prepare and not to, worry about it and crack like not one company, but yes, three, four options they do have so that they can choose actually.
Yeah. So actually, there was a hidden compliment for me, and I will like give you a thank you for that. The audience will actually come with the compliment what she gave to me. Coming to the last tip for the fresher, for those students who haven't give any kind of experience till now, and they are going to face their first interview, the main three topics are there. Like I used to train students about this, and I used to give them all those three tips. The first is you have to review your resume and revise your domain knowledge in whichever field you are. You have to revise that. Like I am a mechanical engineer, but I'm placed in software industry, so it was like a back and forth with all those stuff. So I have to complete my mechanical stuff also, then I have to go for the software stuff also. So for me it was a like difficult task, but for you, if you are from computer and ENTC branch, the coding management will not be a challenge for you. So thing is that first you have to revise whatever you have learned in these 4 years of engineering. Second is you have to review your resume, because for me it was not that much hard, but for other stuff, the HR can ask certain questions related to their interests, their achievements. So it can be like cross questioning also there. So you have to be strong with whatever you have mentioned in the resume. That if you have mentioned some hobbies like reading books and all, you have to be prepared with the cross questions, because if you just go blindly with your answer, I love reading, and if he asked any kind of cross question over there, then you are going to stumble, and he will crack it within a minute that he has just mentioned this hobby. as a formality. So you have to be very specific with your domain knowledge and resume.
Mm.
After completing that, you have to actually research about this industry, whichever industry the interview is going to be. So you have to like go with the Wikipedia or any kind of other website to actually have this information or history about this company, because as much as you give the information to HR about their company, they will understand that okay, this guy is so passionate that he have some of the uh, industry level research. Like what I did for TCS, I used to go with the videos of TCS and Infosys comparison, and
Mm.
I talk about the positive points of TCS over other industry. Like it is the one India's biggest industry, the biggest employer for India in IT outsourcing, and I mentioned those points in the actual interview also. So thing is that if you mention something about company in a positive way, they will take it as a +1 point for you.
Mm.
So you have to have an industry research with yourself, and after having completing both of these modules, then you can go with the third step for practicing some interview question. The student used to go with the practicing question as the earlier, and they used to forget about this resume stuff and industry research. They just go with the introduction and strength and weakness, because these are kind of outdated questions for now. As of now, they will go with the industry research, they will go with your projects, and they will go with your goals, not just strength and weakness, because these answers are already available in everywhere, like internet also. So
Correct.
they usually don't go with your strength and weakness, and that's what the student actually do. They give the priority to these kind of questions which are outdated now. So you
Mm.
have to change with the time, you have to change with the company also. Even if you are coming for multiple companies, you have to change your resume according to that profile also. So these are the some of the things like I would suggest to the freshers who haven't any kind of experience of interviews.
Correct. Yeah, very well said, very well explained. Like three steps you can divide as in review, like go through your resume, and it is more of a realistic thing which they are looking out now, not for a theoretical thing. Earlier, strength
Yeah,
and weaknesses, we used to say, like to be honest, right? He emotional hai, or we used to say my strength are that I'm hardworking. These are very common answers and not very realistic, to be honest. So
yeah,
now they
yeah,
are looking after realistic things like projects, what you have done actually, what you have
yeah.
gone through actually. So this is
So
what.
thing is that na, what actually HR thinks that if I would like to give you an example, if you are eating your favorite dish for one day, you will enjoy this. If I told you that you have to eat this your favorite dish for in 1 week, you will say that okay, chalo kar lenge. Like after 1 week, if I go with you and said to you that you have to eat this your favorite meal for a month,
Hmm.
it will be a hectic for you to actually, even though it's a favorite meal for you. The same thing is going to be with the HR, because he is going to interview ton of the students, and
Hmm.
everybody is going to give the same answer: my hobby is this, my strength is this, and my weakness is this. So you have to be like you have to be unique in the interview. If you give any kind of other or interesting answer, it will like okay, this guy is something different than others. So
Yeah.
you have to make that feeling into this discussion, so that HR will okay, chalo, let's discuss this thing about more. You
Yes.
have to make him free and make him okay, chalo, kuch naya mil raha hai hame. We are not having these kind of students who are like old school just preparing for questions. We are getting a new kind of student who are actually focusing on the technicality of interview. So you have
Correct.
to be that guy if you actually have to crack the interviews of any companies.
Yes. Yes. Very, very, very well said, Sanket. Okay, so Sanket, last question from my end, that what is your channel all about? Can you give us a brief idea so that people can just, connect with you more?
Yeah. So for those who are watching this video, actually, I've started my channel in 2019 December. So the channel is more like for all the freshers who are applying for interviews. Firstly, then it's for the students who are like want to develop actually their personality, like controlling angers, controlling emotions, or their relation stuff issues over there. And then is the channel for the fitness related stuff or English communication related stuff. So morely the channel is morely basically depend on the overall personality development for the students who need this term in the real life, because the competition is going too far. And even if you have to go into the business or whether you want to go for the job, your personality is actually the weapon that you are going to use in the war of your life. So thing
Hmm.
is that na, the whole channel is based on these kind of stuff. I'm more focusing on the students who want to actually build their confidence into kind of communication stuff. So if you are looking for any kind of channel who can give you the tweaks to actually improve your communication or to perform the well in the interview, I will recommend my channel for everybody.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, do check out his videos. And yeah, so guys, thank you so much, Sanket, for joining in to our channel and sharing your immense knowledge and immense interview experience, which I think a lot of candidates out there who are actually struggling, who don't know how to start. Basically, because people out there, even we, when we used to give interviews out there in companies, we never know what is the starting point, right? So
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
starting point and from scratch you have explained very well to the candidates. I hope this video is going to be very helpful for you people. And yes, the last is that be confident, don't worry, everything is going to be very sorted. So just focus more on your journey rather than taking tensions. I know it is easy for me to say this, but yes, actually it is that we should not focus more on ki kaise hoga kya hoga. Yes, you go with the flow.
Flow. Yeah, yeah. So, lastly, I would like to thank you actually, because you are the way that I'm relaxing over there with the stressful thing. Because after completing the interview, I was so patient. Where is my result? Whether I'm rejected or like accepted for this job? And you are the one of those thing that actually helped me to like have patience. You will get your result, have patience, and 95% the students are going to placed in the interview of the Ascension. And I was like, chalo, if Roshna is saying that, we can rely on that. And that's why I would like to thank you for actually, you helped me a lot for my placement itself. I would like to thank you a lot for this.
Thank you. You're welcome, guys. And yeah, guys, do check out other videos and the playlist. Links are in the description box. A lot of material and stuff are there. Do check out those. I am sure those are going to be very helpful for you. And yes, all the best, guys. Till then, guys, bye. Have a great day.